Warning! All items contained in this program are of extremely poor quality and may insult your intelligence. Except for this guy. He thinks it's great. Lady boys and gentlemen, hold on to your valuables and give a warm welcome to your host with the most, Mr. Johnny Host.
Thank you. Hello, good evening and welcome to Hey Hey, It's Doomsday, television from the arse end of civilization. Indeed, if the world needed an enema, I think it'd be inserted right here. No, not in me personally. Yes, indeedy, with a real-life host. Not like that David Tench on that other channel. Hard-hitting light entertainment? We'll give you hard-hitting, you rubbery digital prick.
Ha 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 ha. Just a quick laugh at my own crummy joke before I tell Mr. Host that while I am a wanker of the highest order, last night I rode his mother like the
Well, without further ado, we're going to announce tonight's schedule, so please stay with us.
In tonight's turgid torrent of things beginning with T, yet another heart-wrenching Australian soap opera. Bob's your uncle, the nastiest cutthroat in show business. Our mystery gardening expert. And Professor Hands, Knees and Feet gives us a basic lesson in biology.
Yes, I thought you'd like that. Indeed, tonight's plethora of talentless entertainment is most definitely the scrapings from the increasingly shallow end of the gene pool. So, without further ado, let's hand you over to our first item. We'll be going live to the Big Brother house.
Today at the house, it seems that Mike's got a confession to make. Sit down properly.
Okay.
Now speak.
Hello, oh brotherly one.
What do you want?
Well, I've actually been having some impure thoughts about one of my fellow housemates.
Male or female?
Does it matter?
It does in my house, and you will abide by my rules. Now report to the punishment room for chemical castration.
Okay, oh brotherly one. Okay, so let's continue with our obvious second-rate filler material, and we're going to introduce a brand new drama series that's sure to have you enthralled. What's up, love?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing? I can tell there's something going on.
Well, I was talking to Bessie, and I think our sex life is a bit boring.
What do you mean, boring?
I don't know, I think my hemorrhoids get more action.
Shh, the knives will hear.
It's just so predictable.
Well, what do you suggest then?
There's this party on that Betty was telling me about.
What kind of party?
It's where all these people go to meet other people of the same interests.
Is it a swingers party?
Yeah, a bit of rock and roll.
Okay. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes, let's do it.
Ah, hello. I am Hans. I am from Austria. Look at me. I'm standing on my head. Are you looking for the swingers party?
Yes.
Well, it's this way. I will show you. That's it. Take it. Right there.
I said we'll give this a chance, but you obviously got too much into it and got carried away by Pauline.
Oh no, come here, love.
Just go away, leave me alone. I'm gonna do it. Don't come any closer, I'm gonna jump. Don't come any closer, I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna do it.
Don't do it, don't do it.
I'm gonna do it. Step away, step away.
No, please don't. I'll change.
I'm jumping. Goodbye.
Next time on The Secret Life of Spoons. While Jill's in a critical condition, Tom gets a taste for double dipping. And Hans meets his mail order bride.
Well, it's sure to be a ratings grabber, and we've managed to get a live link up with the man who played Mr. Tom Spoon, Mr. Tom Spoon.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you and welcome, Mr. Spoon. How are you today?
Great. It's good to be here.
Now on to our first question. Now, our sources tell me that you were a complete unknown when you were called up to do this role. Now tell me a little bit about your background.
Yeah, I was a bit of a delinquent when I was younger. I wasn't content to be stuck in the drawer with my other siblings. I even ended up in a drug den at one point, just hanging from a chain. But my lucky break came when an agent picked me up.
And now you're supposedly shooting to fame with Secret Life of Spoons. But what's been the high point of your career so far?
Well, I've spooned with quite a few celebrities, but I think my favourite was Reese.
Sorry, who?
With a spoon.
Yes, I know with a spoon, but which one?
For God's sake, Reese!
Okay, let's get back on track. So, final question this evening. What do you say to the critics of Secret Life of Spoons who are accusing your acting style of being a little wooden?
Well, I suppose I did train at the William Shatner School of Acting, but what I really did learn from the master was that... Oh, sorry.
We'll be right back after this.
It seems things aren't going well for Mike, who's in trouble with Big Brother again.
Mike, you were punished for not wearing your microphone. Leave it be. It must remain on all times. You may return to your fellow disciples.
Yes, Big Brother.
You will refer to me as O Brotherly One.
Yes, O Brotherly One.
You will be returned to the punishment room for 4 hours of self-flagellation.
Okay, so let's gloss over that last little incident. Right, well, we're very shortly going to go to a commercial break, but before we do, let's take you outside for some gardening tips from a very big, scary man. I will see you soon then.
Hello and welcome to Gardening with the T500 Cultivator. Aspidistra, baby. In this garden, we will be growing a particular kind of rose named Sarah Connor. I have been programmed to protect her. Come with me if you want them to live. But firstly, I'll need your boots and plenty of shade. No weeds will grow in this garden. They will be terminated. To grow these plants successfully, you need to use T1000, liquid fertilizer. Pruning is also important for future development. They'll live. That's all for now. I'll be back next week.
Still to come, yet another pirate cash-in with Mr. Bob Sharuncle.
Oh God, this is terrible. The schedule's looking absolutely awful.
Yes, well,
the soundman's
there's nothing we can
quit.
do about that,
We've drowned one of the main actors in a hot cup of tea. Anyone else?
Monty.
Oh, not Monty. Oh, we can't have a show without Monty Egg Warble. Is there anything else that can go wrong? What was that?
Hello, young man.
Oh, God, and who are you?
We represent the sacred chapter of the chosen knights of the discotheque. Oh, that's such a gay name. Well, aren't we the comedian? No, seriously, we need something a bit snappier. Any suggestions, then? Well, how about the gay? Oh, I like that. The gay.
Excuse me?
Has a lovely ring to it, you know. Oh, those 3 Gs would look very hot. Monogrammed on my undies, you know.
Guys!
Can we come on your show?
All right, maybe next week.
Never mind. Let's dance.
Oh, would you believe it?
Excuse me, Mr. Host, you're on.
Oh, shit. Oh, hello, and welcome back to Hey, it's Doomsday. We're launching straight into our next little item now, which is something for the kids, because we love the kids. We've got a story, a lovely little pirate story, being read to you by Mr. Bob Sharuncle.
Har! Bill the Happy Pirate was captain of a ship called the Black Cod. Now he was happy because him and his crew were rich from all their pirate treasure. They had gold from Spanish galleons, pearls from the South Seas, and jewellery prized from the corpses of wealthy merchants and their families. One day on the Black Cod, Bill's first mate Filthy said to him, "Why, Captain, why have you got a bigger share of the treasure than us? We reckon Captain should be more generous and spread it around the crew a little bit more." To which Bill cried, "Mutineer!" And he ran him through with his cutlass, draining every last drop of blood from his body. He then threw the dismembered pieces over the side, just as an example to the crew. "Now, don't you be naughty pirates," said Bill. "Now you, cabin boy, bend over and show me your pirate's booty." The next day, while they were heading for land, they spied another ship, and they wanted to swing over there and steal their gold. But as it happens, this ship was carrying a crack squad of elite British troops home from the Napoleonic Wars. They slaughtered Bill's crew, and when they captured him, they took him to the nearest port to make an example of him. They hung him like a common criminal, and they let his corpse fester in a gibbet. He's not so happy now, is he?
Well, it's about time you children knew that being a pirate is not a life of glamour. Be prepared to catch some nasty diseases, and I'm not talking about scurvy either. So, let's take another little trip back to the Big Brother house.
It looks like the end is nigh for the Big Brother household.
This is Big Brother. Disciples, the time of reckoning is at hand. Please find your cyanide pills in the diary room.
Can't believe I paid $10 to see this shit. Well, you lot clearly can't be entertained, so let's try educating you instead. Get a dog up here. I'm handing you over to a good friend of mine who's going to teach us some elementary particle physics. So please give a warm welcome to Professor Hands, Knees and Feet.
Hello, my name is Professor Hands, Knees and Feet, and this program is called Let's Get Physics. Who came up with that name? That was me. Oh, that's genius. Anyway, I trained at the Technical Institute of Bonn, which, as you know, is good. And I'm bringing you a program where we can show that science can be fun too. So we will be doing some very simple experiments that are great to do and safe. So here we are in my underground laboratory, right in the heart of... Oh, you nearly got me then, you little trickster. Anyway, let us begin with a little bit of simple chemistry. Actually, chemistry is not really my forte. Now, science tells us that if you mix compound A with compound B, you get compound C. Whereas if I try to mix compound A with compound B, I get compound Q. Which sounds very interesting, but try running your car on something that resembles stale goat's urine. This is not good. We will do some biology instead.
Stop that!
Last week I experimented on my own with animal magnetism. You can see a few perfect examples here, especially my beautiful little Tiddles, who stuck rather lovingly to the fridge. Unfortunately, I forgot about her and she starved to death. A simple and fun biology experiment you can do at home on your own is to mate two completely unconnected different species together to produce a third mutant version. Now I have with me... Oh, the little Baba, he makes pretty noise. And another species. And I will be trying to make these using artificial insemination. Now firstly, I will try and take the white stuff from the male. Just bear with me a moment while I get a sample of that. And we will take the sample to the lab here. Heinrich, my beautiful assistant, where are you? Ah, Heinrich. Oh, Heinrich, mine you've grown? Have you been eating plutonium again? Anyway, would you like to take this sample to the lab? Oh, danke schön.
Yes, master.
Oh, thank you, Heinrich. Anyway, here is the artificial insemination as demonstrated by Heinrich. Ooh, easy there, tiger. So wait a couple of months for the results to come in, and from those two separate species, we come up with one third monster mutant species. Like this one here. I've called him Charles. Okay, so biology is not my forte either. Which brings me to my favorite subject, elementary particle physics. Now, much simplified, the elementary particle physics goes something like this. This is the atom, and the atom is made up of three distinct little components. The electron, the neutron, and the other one. And when you take these atoms and put them together very fast and smash them together into little pieces, it creates lots and lots of energy. Which brings us on to the main point of the evening. By harnessing this energy from the atom and using it to achieve total domination of the world. And welcome to the war room. In this instance, I'm going to practice on a small, insignificant state called Tasmania. My last attempt to take over this insignificant little outpost failed. I took some particularly unstable radioisotopes to grow myself to humongous proportions and stomp my way across the little island. But it was foiled because I couldn't get on the plane. Today I'm going to attempt to use, this bloody come over, my mutant army, Charles here is the leader, to stomp its way over to Tasmania and take over the people and wipe the land. Never mind, the bloody hair! I'm afraid my plan was foiled again. The little creatures were too small and they drowned. Never mind. Let's do what we always do and use plutonium to explode things. But remember, children, safety in the laboratory is very, very important. So just wait a moment while I take off my glasses and put on these rather silly goggles instead. My evil plan will finally take place. I think I need a more sophisticated switch. Well, the plan is foiled again. Never mind, we can try again to take over the world next week. Goodbye, my little students. Could anybody spare 5 cents to take my remains back to Munich? Anyone? Hello? Hello?
Well, my friends, I'm afraid that's all we have time for this evening. I'm afraid this studio is being vacated for some photographer to come in and take some baby photos. So we're going to leave you for now, and hopefully there'll be a next time to see this if they haven't dropped the bombs already. So, until next time, remember... Actually, I don't.
Next time on Hey Hey It's Doomsday. If you're unlucky enough to tune in, that is. Meet the Right Reverend Roger.
Hello and welcome to Roger's Religious Roundup, a current affairs programme for Christians, Muslims and Westphalians alike. Are you listening to my voice, you prick?
And have a dinner date with Mr. Dr. Hannibal Lecter. Nice to eat you. To eat you. Nice. Good night.
Lederhosen.